What's up guys, it's Nate here and I'm back today with the Esports advice series that I'm doing on the Revive Nation channel. In the previous video we talked about branding, personal branding for players, streamers, YouTubers, etc. And today we're going to be talking about the complete opposite side, which is branding for organisations, for esports orgs. So I feel like I'm in a good position to give advice on both of these aspects to esports, as I've tried both and I currently am the owner of Revive Nation. I've also been a player, I've been a YouTuber, I've been a streamer for a short time, and now owner of Revive Nation, esports owner. So I feel like I'm in a decent position to give a little bit of advice on all these different sections and compile my knowledge together into a short series. So that's what we're doing. So what we're going to cover today is basically from the ground up. If you are wanting to start your own esports team, organisation, we're just going to go from day one. You haven't created it yet, what you need to do to get it created, how you're going to promote it, you're going to get players, where are you going to put your content, all that kind of stuff. Just how you go from zero, having nothing, just a plan, to something that's well structured and you can grow and, you know, potentially get up there with the bigger names. So when creating an esports organisation, you need to really look at it as a brand, a company. Don't look at this as don't look at it as yourself. It is a brand. You are creating an entity full of other people. So you need to treat it as a brand account. You treat it as such. You need to, treat it as an entity. You're creating a group of people that are coming together, a group, collaborative effort, rather than just treating it as you would your personal accounts. So you're sat at home and you're thinking, I want to create an esports organisation. Same my situation. I was sat there one day thinking, you know what, I want to be in some kind of managerial position and I want to create my own team. I want to send them out to events, get some streamers to advertise, make our own merchandise, all that kind of stuff. These are all things that you need to think about. You need to do a little bit of planning before you just go out there and do it. So with all brands, the very first thing that you're going to need is an actual brand. You need an identity in the world. You need to have something that's different. You need to stand out. You need to have your own branding guidelines, colours, what the logo is, what your headers are going to be, a typeface or font for those people. Don't know what typeface means. Just everything that's going to make your brand different and make you you. So having a background as well in design, I'm currently a digital designer at a marketing automation company, and my previous job as a graphic designer was very similar as well. One thing I've learned is brands start by having a logo. You need a form of identity, you need a face for the world. So that's the first thing you want to nail down. You want to nail down what you want your logo to be. If you want it to be an object, an animal, just a text-based, you could go with both. Esports these days has a lot of these people that are creating logos based on animals. So, dragons, sharks, like skeletons. No, that's not an animal, but it's one of the main ones. Some people have like Grim Reapers and dinosaurs and lions, bears, all these kind of things. They're very popular in esports. Or you get some people, some teams that create them like letter-based logos that'll be something in a circle. For example, the Revive Nation logo is an R swiveled round in a blue circle with a gradient on it. And those ones are more of a company or a corporate approach. Letter-based logos seem to stand out, a bit more serious. People can take you for an actual company, whereas the animal ones really just put you as that you are focused on esports entirely, So either one of those can come first. Either you come up with your logo first and then you put a name to it if you like it, or you come up with a name first and you put your logo to it. Music is very much the same, some people like to write the lyrics first and then come up with the soundtrack. Some people like to come up with the melody first and then come up with the lyrics afterwards. Design works the same. You either come up with your name first and then go with it. That can influence, whatever you want to do. You could come up with your name first. Let's say your name's going to be Vortex or something. I'm pretty sure that already exists. But let's say your name is Vortex. Immediately, what do you want as your logo? Well, we could put a graphical illustrated Vortex as our logo or something like that. Or you can work the other way around. You could create a really nice illustration of an animal or something and just go, you know what, we're going to play with that a bit, play on the words a bit, and maybe you do your logo is like a bear, but then you incorporate a claw coming into it, so you decide to call yourselves like Dark Claw or something like that. Works either way. Just come up with a bunch of ideas, don't just stick to one, come up with a list of names, and then come up with a few designs for a logo, mish them together, mish mash mosh, and once you're happy with what you've got, there you are, you have the very first step into having your own brand. Next, you're going to need some supporting artwork. So you've got your logo sorted, you're going to need places to put that logo now. So you need some banners and headers for your social media accounts like Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn even, everything like Twitch, everything you can possibly think of. You need a banner with specific dimensions to go on those pages. Your logo will need to be featured on those so people know that it's you. Once you've got that sorted, you've established the base. Now you need to keep to this. Don't steer away from what you've just created. What you've initially made for this brand, the logo, and where you've slapped the logo on at the moment, which is all the banners or any wallpapers or anything like that you've created, you need to stick to this theme that you've created out of these elements. So go back and look, what typeface, what font did you use? Right, let's say you've used a font called Nexa Bold. Nexa Bold is what I use for Revive Nation most of the time. So Nexa Bold is my font. What other fonts are in the font family of Nexa? Oh, we've got Nexa Regular, Nexa Light, Nexa Black. So that's the main font. That is our primary brand font. And then you might have a sub-brand font for some lighter text, some thinner text, your additional, your paragraphs that you put down, maybe all your headers and your logo and stuff is in the big bold, Nexa Bold, but then you have some, a sub-paragraph that's going to be in a different font. So look at your logo, what colours did you use? Let's go back to the Vortex Gaming example. Let's say we used some greys, whites, black and blue. Those are your 4 colours. Go to your logo and colour pick and see what the hex codes are for those colours. If you don't know how to do this, it's very simple, or just get a graphic designer to help you out. Maybe the person that originally created the logo, ask them to supply you with the hex codes for the logo so that you know in future what colour you need to do all your text, any objects that you create in Photoshop, anything like that. Anything that's designed, you need to keep it on brand. Everything needs to be the same colour, same font, same style, same visual appearance. Right, so now you've done that, you've got a brand. Now you need to put it somewhere. So go and make some accounts for those. Create a Twitter account, create a Twitch, create a YouTube, create a LinkedIn, all those kind of things, and slap all that artwork that you've just got created, your new branding, onto those pages. Now you need to obviously fill out your bios and stuff like that, what you are. So you're an esports organisation, you were founded in such and such date, you're based in what country, and your esports players are going to be playing out of what location. Maybe you play worldwide, you collect players from around the globe. Maybe you're solely focusing on the European or the North American markets, and that's where you want to put all of your focus. So put that on your little location tab on Twitter or something like that. So now you've got what you look like and who you are. The thing is, at this point, only you know that. You are the only one that knows that this exists. So you need to get some people involved. You need to put yourself out there. So you need to determine what esports you want to be involved with, so what games, what genres, and you need to pick up some content personalities, some streamers and YouTubers to promote your brand. Ideally you want them to be somewhat involved with the esports that you're going to be participating in as well. Otherwise the two variations are too different. If you have a team that's playing Call of Duty but then all of your streamers play Animal Crossing, they're not really going to mesh together very well. Audiences from one side aren't going to come over to the other. So my advice would be to first pick up a team rather than picking up some streamers and content people. The reason for this is just because if you pick up some content creators first and then you get a little bit of traction, some fans out of that, if they want somewhere to go, because you are an esports organisation, if they want somewhere to go to watch your teams, you don't have any, they don't really have anywhere to go aside from checking out your streamers. So they're more inclined to watch the streamer and be a fan of them than they are be a fan of your new brand. Whereas with players, they are representing you. They're always, your logo is slapped all over their streams and stuff anyway when they play. And then if you get some content people after, they grow fans. Those fans come to your organisation. Those players play for you, so those fans might go and watch. So players first is a good way to go. So as I said, decide what esport you want to participate in. Let's just use one of the biggest examples and one that Revive is competing in at the moment. Call of Duty is one of the biggest and easiest esports to get into at the moment. So Call of Duty is a really easy place to find a team. go on to Twitter. Twitter is the #1 place to build your brand in esports and to interact with other gamers from around the world. So go on to Twitter, look for some tournament pages. There might be some accounts that promote free agents and players. Go on to tournament sites as well, like UMG, CMG, Game Battles, MLG, anything like that that you can think of, any that you know of, and browse through there, find some players, find out what leagues are going on, if there's any tournaments coming up, and simply watch. You are the spectator now. You watch what's going on, you watch who's playing, you get to know some of these younger, less known players, and then jot some down, shortlist some, and decide which ones you want to approach to join your team. So let's say you've shortlisted 5 or 6 teams for Call of Duty, and they're based in North America. You want to watch them play a bit if they stream, get to know them, decide which ones are good, which ones you maybe don't want that much. Make sure you check out their accounts as well. If they're retweeting, sensitive media on Twitter or something, your brand is represented by that. So avoid those kind of people. Or if they're really good and you really want to approach them, just make sure that you address the fact that you don't want them to be posting those things because your brand is represented by it. So you've narrowed it down to one team that you want to approach. Best thing to do is see if they have open messages on Twitter. DMs are the easiest way to contact people. Maybe not the most business-like approach, but it works these days. And if they have a business email, even better. But most players these days will just have their messages open, so you just contact them and just simply ask them, hey, we are looking for an esports team to represent us in this upcoming season of the North American Call of Duty League at such and such provider. Would you like to represent our team? Then you need something to offer them, because otherwise, why would they want to join you? You're a new team, you've never competed before, nobody knows who you are. If you don't have anything to offer, why would a player want to join? So you need to give them some. This is the part where you're going to need either a lot of time on your hands or a lot of money. Those are the two things you can never have both of, but you need one of them to start an esports organization. So if you have a lot of money, then maybe you say to the players, oh, we can give you, small bonuses for participating well, we can fund your entry fee into these leagues, or, pay for your travel to go to tournaments, things like that. Or we can give you some free merchandise that we've got, some of our jerseys or hoodies or shirts or something, with bonuses items if you win the league or something like that. So now you're giving them something to offer, and they might think, oh yeah, you know what, I would like some free entry into this league or something like that. I can save money. Or I would like some of this free merchandise or something to represent this organisation. Maybe I can build a little family here. So let's assume that that goes well. You've got a team now. That's great. So you've got your brand, you've set up all your accounts, you've got a team, and they've got somewhere to participate. Your Call of Duty team has somewhere to play tournaments and leagues. Now you need to go and find some streamers and content creators. So the same thing applies. Go to Twitch, go to YouTube, browse, look for people that are entertaining, people that you genuinely want to sit there and watch. Otherwise, what's the point in bringing in someone that you don't genuinely enjoy watching? So bring someone in who you enjoy watching, you think is going to help your brand out, and someone that's playing something relevant to what esports you are participating in, ideally. Again, contact them however you can. A lot of streamers will have their other socials linked in their description, so you can just scroll down on the Twitch page and you can find out their Twitter or something. Same thing, go onto Twitter, message them, explain what you're doing, explain your goals you're trying to achieve, and see if they want to join your organisation as well. So let's assume that that all went well. You've picked up your team, streamer and a content creator maybe from YouTube, and you've got all your branding sorted. You've now got a small esports organisation. Ideally what you want to do now is pick up a few more of those things. So maybe you pick up another team in a different esport, or maybe a B team for your Call of Duty squad. Pick up maybe 2 or 3 more streamers, so that then they can collaborate together and represent your organisation and do some group content. So content, while I'm there. Content is something that you need to do as an esports organisation. You need to bring in your streamers and content creators, and you need to make content based around them. It's all good them doing their daily streams or them posting their videos, but you need to get them to post something on your channel as well, the YouTube that you made for your brand. So maybe you make a group chat and you say, guys, we're going to use this as a group chat to come up with some content ideas, and we'll schedule like a play date together where we can, you know, all play this game. Maybe we decide that we're going to play some party games together like Mario Party or Mario Kart, or maybe we do like a 2v2 on Call of Duty, or you know, we do something entertaining like everyone plays with their controller upside down or the highest sensitivities, and make sure that everyone switches on either their stream or they record, and you get everyone's point of view, and then you can compile all of that footage into a video, get someone to edit it for you and post it to your YouTube channel. Then all of those fans of the people that you've recruited into your esports organization, all of their fans will go, oh, new content's being created by the guy that I watch on a daily basis. Let's go to this organization's YouTube channel and watch what they have to offer. Let's watch my favorite creator with a bunch of his friends from this organization, and let's see what they have for me to watch. And that's how you build a fan base, because then once you attract those people to your content on YouTube, they might go and follow your Twitter as well and all your other media. Maybe they go and then watch your Twitch. Maybe they go and watch your players, maybe they watch the other content creators, and everything flows around nicely, and that's what you want. And that is it. That is how you start. Obviously we can go much more in depth. In the future you could, you know, start making money from your teams, and you take a bit of percentage and then you use that to funnel it back into the organization to pick up another team. And then you start, you know, thinking about maybe you have some wages involved. Maybe you need to start paying for people's like accommodation, events and stuff. Maybe you decide to go global when you get big and you start picking up people from different regions. All this kind of stuff we could maybe cover later on, but I am only just at the stages where I'm thinking about that kind of stuff myself with my organisation. So I think we've covered all of the basics to getting started at the moment. So that's it. Good luck, and you know, feel free to message me on Twitter or comment or anything like that. I'm always willing to lend a hand, reveal some trade secrets, even though I'm pretty much a beginner as well myself. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, then make sure to leave a like, comment below if you have any comments, questions, subscribe to the Revived Nation YouTube channel and my own channel, which will be linked in the description, or just search Nate Straight and Google will automatically pop it up. It's one of the suggested things because it's been searched so many times. So yeah, as I said, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.